Hey guys, we're back again with another review video, this time of the Unipaint gold and silver markers. So I've already gone ahead and done a review of the coloured variations, red, yellow, blue and black. Go check that out in the description. But we know there's a special place in the graffiti writer's heart for the shiny and the metallic markers. So I'm going to do a separate review for this gold and this silver. Let's get it. So before we get into any writes, I'll just give a quick background of the markers. They are Japanese import paint markers, and I've got them today in the medium size. So that comes with a metallic body and then a plastic head and cap. The nib itself is 8mm wide and it's kind of chamfered off, meaning it's larger at the base than it is at the tip. And the tip itself is kind of a rectangle with rounded off corners. Now today we've got them in the gold and silver variations. They do come in other colours and variations like I've stated. And while we're juicing the marker, I'll have to say that in my previous video when I did review the other colours, I didn't have any bad things to say about the marker. They worked well straight away, which was one good point. And the paint inside worked well. Nice consistency, nice opacity, nice flow. Everything just worked well in a really nice and consistent marker. So today I'm anticipating the same for these markers, but there's just the question of how shiny or how good will the kind of metallic colors be. A lot of writers rave on about these markers, so we'll give it a go and we'll see how they write. So first impressions as I'm writing with the marker, it's really comfortable and really easy to use because the nib is so soft and malleable. A lot of markers when you use them initially are really hard to break in because the nib is so stiff, and that leads to really choppy lines, really streaky lines, and just a bad time when you're writing with it. But there was nothing like this with these markers. This was the same with the other markers that I used of the same type, so it's really great to see that both variations of the colors are just really easy and really nice to write with, which you want straight away. You don't want to have a period where you have to break in your marker and your tags are looking crap. This works straight away really well. So as you can see, I'm writing over kind of bumpy surfaces. There's a bit of variations in the surface. It's not exactly smooth, and the markers are able to just slide straight over all these bumps and ridges and come out with a really nice and consistent and flowy tag, which is great to see, especially when you just started using the marker. And the colors themselves are shiny, they're popping off the surface well, there's no problems at all with the opacity. Overall, it's shaping up to be a really great marker. So in my opinion, what's so great about silver and gold markers, and any metallic marker in general, is that you can use them on both light and dark colours. With some markers, metallic markers, that's not the case because they're not good enough to do so. But as you can see on this light surface, these Unipaint markers are just showing up amazingly and people will be able to recognise your tag, no problems. If you go to one side, it almost looks like a really dark black colour and it stands out really well on the light surface. And then if you head to the other side where the sun's hitting it, you can really see the metallic colours starting to pop in the gold and the silver. So that's awesome to see. It's really going to catch people's eyes, and whatever angle they look at it, they're really going to be interested in the tag that you put out. So we'll go ahead and use them on a darker surface. I don't anticipate any problems on there, but I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like as well. So we head over to the darker surface and shout out some of the people that have been subscribing to the channel. All your subscriptions are much appreciated. If you want to go ahead and subscribe and leave your word or your tag in the comments section of any of my videos, I'll definitely go ahead and hit it up in one of my future review videos like these guys. So that'd be appreciated. So I start to use the skinnier side of the nib and it's working really well as well. There's no problems with that. I like how these markers are 8mm. It makes for a kind of good big to medium sized tag which is really readable, and then you can go and switch it up if you need to hit up some littler spots with the skinnier side of the marker, and it's nice and controllable as well. So as expected guys, both markers are working really well on the darker surface. Now that they have a bit of contrast, you can really pick up the reflectivity and the shininess and the glossiness of the metallic colors. I'd say maybe the silver is a bit better on this darker surface, and for the gold it could be a bit better to work with lighter surfaces, but each to their own. They work well on both colors, it doesn't really matter. Overall, just a really great glossy, shiny and reflective metallic marker that's really going to stand out when you go tagging with it. Alright guys, so that wraps up our review of the Unipaint gold and silver markers. Overall, a really versatile and great marker to have in your arsenal when you go bombing, or if you just want to do some art stuff. The tags that you can come out with are really fat and really large, but also you can get a lot more detailed things if you go on the skinnier side of the nib. The nib itself is great, it can handle rougher surfaces, the flow is nice, whether you do slow tags, you do fast tags, you're going to get a really nice and consistent and smooth right. And of course the paint inside, as we discussed, is shiny, it's reflective, and it's going to really stand out when you go tagging with it. So something you should really go ahead and try and have in your arsenal. Perfect little markers to have in your pocket when you go bombing or whatever you do. So I definitely recommend them. Hey guys, so thanks for watching the video. Like the tag says, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All your subscriptions helps me and motivates me to keep pumping out review videos and other graffiti related videos. And if you like this video in particular, what I said about the marker, the hand styles or anything like that, go ahead and like and leave a comment. But until next time, thanks for watching. This has been the Graph Lounge. Peace out.